Kiki is a non-stop young man.
There's Abrams at the top of the screen, getting to the quarterback.
He's very intense. He knows one level, and he wants to just destroy you.
Oh my goodness. Once more, Key Abrams swallowing up Blake Thomas.
He plays with a motor. Like when he plays, it's all motor and want to.
Again, heavy pressure, and again Russell is hit by Abram again, and that is another sack.
That motor never stops, man.
Oh boy, there's another big hit in the backfield. Key Abrams.
Relentless. You know, I play every down like it's my last.
And again, Buchanan wrapped up. Abrams again.
I don't know what the word can't means, you know. I've always been able to do what I want to do, so when I put my mind to it, I'm going to do it.
When you look at Keylan, he's about 6'1", about 205, 210 pounds. He's too small, coach. He can't play at this level, da-da-da-da. But then when you look at him on the field, and he's competing against offensive tackles that are committed to Clemson, to Baylor, to all these different schools, and he's giving them the work. It just goes to prove that, you know, a lot of times it's not the size, you know what I'm saying, but it's what's inside here.
He played nose guard all the way up until we realized he's just not gonna be that big. You know, yes, he's bigger than kids, but nose guard, we talking 300 pounds, you know what I mean? But they couldn't stop him. Some games, the team couldn't even hike the ball. As soon as they say hike, he's sacking the quarterback.
Oh, and the quarterback is gonna get slammed down. And again, the penetration and the quarterback is sacked before he can do anything. No answer for him.
A one-man wrecking crew right there. And Abrams, I would say a player of the game, he stands out quite a bit.
Absolutely.
You know?
There were a few games where Keylan would bark at the kids. You know, because he was always so pumped up and ready. So he's always had that energy, and it's like he turns into a whole nother beast.
There's never been a time we had to get him ready. You know, we always have to bring him down some, you know what I mean? Because he's always up here, and it's
when
like—
the motor's on, it's going.
You know, calm down, you know, you might pass out.
Kiki Abrams' fire spreads beyond the football field. The statewide sack leader in 2023 and the defensive MVP of last year's 6A Division II title game has had twin flames burning inside of him since he could walk.
Keylan might have been around 2. I started out taking him to the fire department because he always had this infatuation with fire trucks. We'd drive by and he'd say, "Let the window down so I can hear the siren."
I'll never forget, my 5th birthday was all about fire truck. Okay, the fire truck actually pulled up to my birthday party. A car wreck happened right in front of the park. So we watched them leave, and it was crazy. I got to watch a live scene for my birthday and had a fire truck at my birthday, so it was pretty cool.
Even today, you know, he won't admit it, but even today, if a fire truck passes by, you know, it's all of that.
One of our alumni, Pat Williams, they graduated from DeSoto. He's a fireman here in DeSoto.
And I told my wife, I went home to that wife, I said, man, I really like that. He was wearing 45 at the time. I said, man, I like number 45. I think that's my favorite player as a sophomore. And I didn't, I didn't really know how good he was.
And I said, man, well, why don't I take you over to the DeSoto station and see if they'll let you do like an internship or something like that.
He was the one who actually reached out to me about it. We found out that Keylan, he sent me a picture of him, and it was career day, and he had firefighter on his poster. So I thought that was really cool in terms of him just, you know, having this dream. We had an internship program, but we had never had any interest or any talk of moving that into the fire department at all. And so Keylan has had an opportunity to really shape what that looks like for the young people that'll come up behind him.
He's pretty much got to experience everything. You know, some shifts he will ride on the fire engine. When we need to take a hose and extend to a fire hydrant, he helps that.
And this driver, this is the driver's compartment. We have a few tools in here for our hydrants here on the streets. We've got our hydrant keys, and we have a hammer here.
He helps when it comes cleanup time, rolling up the hose, cleaning up an accident scene on the med calls. He's learned where stuff is at.
When I first get here in the morning time, around 7 o'clock, normally just kind of go over the life pack. You know, it normally just turns on, And then I just make sure we have enough paper for the day to get all our EKG reads. So I normally just print it out and make sure that we have all our blood cuffs, and then we have our 4 leads and we have our 12 leads in here.
Then he can help the EMTs and the paramedics that we have.
So just open that up and just take a good look at that and make sure that we have a BiPAP in here as well. And then I just kind of just look up all the drugs we have in here and make sure that we have everything that we need for when we have a CPR or a cardiac arrest.
He is getting to see everything that my guys are seeing, whether it's the good, the bad, the ugly, especially as the med calls. He's getting to see it.
My very first call on the very first day was a single 27, which is somebody who's passed away. Okay, here you go. This is what I asked for.
Most adults would need to sit and talk to somebody about the things that he saw and witnessed, you know, and so we was wondering, would he need that, you know, but we sat and talked to him and we can see that it doesn't faze him.
The most impressive thing about him is just his focus. His focus, his ambition, like he has his mind set on what he does, and he's the type of kid that when you set your sights on something, he's gonna go.
I wake up around 5:50 every morning. That I have shift days and be at the station by around 6:30ish. Go down checklist and see what I'm doing for the day and run calls. And around 2:30ish, I get up out of there and go to football practice. Then once I leave football practice around 6 o'clock, I gotta head back to the station. Middle of the night, it could be 2:30, 3 o'clock in the middle of the night, and we're getting toned out for a call, and it's exciting. And you know, the next morning, I'm up and going to school, ready to learn again.
We follow him on social media and he'll be sharing, you know, what he's doing there at the station. And it's just really interesting to see how he's really making it his own and how the fire department has really just gotten into it as well.
Anything that happens here at the school, you know, like if he's getting an award for something, the DeSoto Fire Department's here, you know, celebrating with him. The kids give him a hard time. They call him Fire Marshal Bill. But everybody's just proud of him because of what he's doing and accomplishing.
I think him wanting to be a firefighter makes me proud because you have a lot of kids lining up to play football. That's his passion as well. You know, you don't have very many kids that sign to be a firefighter. So I'm proud of that, actually.
To me, Keylan is one of one. Ask him today and see where his dreams are, and that's where he'll be.
That's always been my passion, to be a firefighter. The football stuff will always be number one, but everybody has to have a backup plan in life. And fighting fires and being a community leader and helper and going back to the station saying, hey, I saved that person, or hey, I helped them out to live another day. And I think that's the biggest thing all about it.